So let's get into it. There's two things that I love: professional wrestling and video games. Actually, there's a lot of things that I love, but two of the things that I love are professional wrestling and video games. I like those a lot. So every year, I naturally buy the yearly release of WWE 2K. It's just a lock for me, and I don't just get the regular version. I always get the Ultra Giga Mega Super Deluxe version with the pre order content, everything. I like all the bells and whistles. This year, I think the community, and a shout out to just everybody, small and big, YouTuber wise, who has come out talking about the season pass. Oh, the Ringside Pass. My bad. Everybody who's been talking about the Ringside Pass and kind of letting us all know what to expect out of it. I think you've saved me a lot of money. This is going to be the first time that I just say, you know what? Pass. And see, the worst part is that the game doesn't look bad. It's not like the game looks bad. The game looks awesome. So anybody who's just like, oh, dude, no, you're missing out. The game's so good. I believe you. It probably is a really good game. It looks crunchy. I like the new, the character models look really good this year. At least most of the ones that they've shown off. I'm sure there's some reused ones that are maybe a little less quality, but by and large, the character models look fantastic. Besides that, you've got new match types. Pretty sure new weapon interactions. And like I said before, just the way that the collision detection happens, it all looks like a significant upgrade from last year. And last year was good too. I like 2K25. I thought that was a great entry. It seems like there are some decisions that they made from a business level that I'm sure make sense to them. And I'm sure they're making a lot of money. And I'm sure they stand to make a lot more. There were clearly some decisions made from a business perspective that come off as very greedy. No, like, what are we talking about? It's very greedy. This is a very greedy decision that they have made to insert this battle pass into a full price game. Anyway, I'm a little irritated about it. Let's get into it. So all week, I have been watching videos about WWE 2K26. They've been all over my feed. And players everywhere are kind of giving mixed reactions. Some players are talking about how great the gameplay is, and I believe them. The gameplay looks really good. It looks like a genuine step up from last year. But most people are talking about the Battle Pass, the Ringside Pass, the Cash Grab Pass. And they're not too happy with it. And I don't think I would be too happy with it either. It seems like the content that they put in there is mostly stuff that we already have in the previous game. And even the previous game before that. And like, people have these different genres and types of games that have yearly releases that they buy every year. It could be FIFA, it could be like NBA 2K, UFC, and for me and a lot of others, it's WWE 2K. And the games are usually pretty solid. You know, people don't have a long list of demands. They generally just like having the current roster and like having some new match types, just incorporating better graphics as the technology improves, and just small tweaks here and there to improve the overall experience, which generally this game has done. And I think that's the part that hurts the most, right? Is like nobody's really that mad about anything to do with the actual gameplay. The game is really good. That's what hurts. And so I'm looking at the game this year as it's coming up, you know, a few months ago. All the things are starting to leak about it. People are talking about it. And like, one of the things that I have to say is like, your product is only as good as the source material, and it hasn't really been a stellar year for WWE overall. Normally we're looking forward to like new roster additions that are huge. I can remember when AJ Styles first made his debut in the game. Um, and we don't really have any of that this year. Like, there's some new characters in the game, and I personally think they're really cool. I'm a professional wrestling fan overall. I don't just like WWE. So like, when they have the AAA guys added in, that's a big deal for me. I've been watching Triple Mania's for like 10 years. Well, I watch them here and there, but I do enjoy a Triple Mania and a Triple A show. So I enjoy that, but I know for most people, they're like, they don't care about La Parka. They don't care about Dr. Wagner Jr. Like, these characters just aren't huge additions for your average WWE exclusive fan. This isn't the same as like CM Punk making his return, or AJ Styles, like I said before, or if like someone like Edge came back. Having the Hardy Boys in there is cool, but it doesn't carry the whole game, and there really just isn't a huge additional roster expansion that matters. So that's kind of the first thing that makes me think, I might not get this version of the game on release. I might just wait until it goes on sale, or just wait and see how things pan out. Well, I did wait, and I did see how things panned out, and they panned out horribly. Because normally when I get the game, I get the Giga Deluxe Edition, and along with that, I get this cool little booster accelerator mega pack injection thing that unlocks all of my characters just instantaneously. I don't remember what it's called. I think they called it multiple things for different games. But that is gone. That is not a feature anymore. You buy the DLC individually, or you get like the Ultimate Edition pack and all of the DLCs included with it. You are unlocking access to grind for those characters, and you are unlocking the ability to just pay to skip the grind. And some people who just want to play the game with everything that they bought probably are going to pay to skip the grind, begrudgingly. Because people buy the game, they want to play it the way they want to play it. They don't want to make it their day job. People don't want to clock in to play 2K just so they can get their daily quest done, so that they can finally unlock the things that they've been trying to unlock for the last month. Everybody has their own specific way they like to play. Some people like Universe. Some people like My Faction. Some people like My Rise. Whatever mode they like, that's what they're going to want to play. Personally, I like to play Universe. Or I just, play now. Exhibition mode or whatever. And I just, like, that's all I want to do is just play Universe. Give me all my characters so I can build the universe, set up my calendar and shows, and just, like, play through my simulated year. It's fun. I like seeing how things turn out. I don't care about My Faction. I don't care about My Rise. And I'm not interested in the island mode. And there's nothing wrong with any of those modes. It's cool that they have them for people that like them. Some people might love the island, and like that's the core of the game that they play. And that's what they want to do. Or My Faction. Or even My Rise, that's fine. However you want to play is how you want to play. And that segues directly into later in the week, when the first thing that the developers addressed wasn't any of the bugs, which I don't know how many bugs there really are in the game, but rather than that, they addressed patching an exploit that people were using to get more XP, or RXP, or whatever it's called. So yeah, people were going in, choosing a street fight, I think, and just beating up Eric Bischoff over and over again. And developers were like, no, we're not going to be doing all of that. We got to patch that stuff out, because that's not fun. That's just exploiting the system. It's just breaking the rules, brethren. It's not fun. Like, dude, the grinding isn't fun in general. That's why people are trying to get through it and around it as fast as they can. Oh, what are you going to play? Oh, I'm going to play WWE 2K26. Oh, what are you going to do on there? Oh, I'm going to beat up Eric Bischoff 50 times over and over again so I can finally get British Bulldog. Oh, well, wasn't British Bulldog already in the last game? Yeah, man. Well, that doesn't sound very fun. Yeah, we're trying to get to the fun. They're trying to get to the fun, and you're slowing them down. Because, of course, there's an option to pay money, real money, to speed your way up through the tiers on a product that you already spent money on. So we're doing free-to-play mechanics on a game that has versions of it that are going up to like $150. Bro, what are we doing? What are we doing? And the marketing was all over the place. We got like the Attitude Era edition. We got the the Monday Night Wars. We got the King of Kings edition, and I didn't see Jesus Christ on there once. And then, of course, you have your pre-order bonus, Joe Hendry. I mean, that's okay, I guess. I mean, it's Joe Hendry. He's cool. He's all right. And it feels like WWE is overusing the Attitude Era thing as a marketing ploy. It's referenced too much. Like, this generation is probably sick of the Attitude Era and hearing about it. They're probably sitting there thinking, where's my Attitude Era? When's going to be my time? When's our peak, our pinnacle of our generation going to be? How come we don't have a Stone Cold Steve Austin or The Rock or a Triple H? No, none of that. Never mind. Forget what I said. When's going to be our Undertaker, you know? Maybe it's never coming back. And maybe ratings are dipping and ticket prices are falling. But you don't have to twist the knife in the wound with things like this. And it's not like WWE is losing money. I mean, they're still doing great business, right? Still making lots of money, lots of profit. And I'm sure 2K is too. They don't care. They don't care. All this backlash is just like, any attention is good attention. Anybody talking about us is good. All eyes on us, you know. Meanwhile, people are absolutely crashing out about the game, or at least the battle pass, and people are absolutely crashing out about the week to week shows. And I mean, mark my words, one of these days we're going to see a WrestleMania, maybe not this one, where there's going to be sections that are tarped off. They'll still be making lots of money, but it's going to be embarrassing. And a friend of mine asked me, you're still going to get it on a sale, right? Like when it goes on sale, you're still going to pick up the game. Well, now I'm not so sure. I mean, we'll see what they do. We'll see what they release. We'll see what changes they make, what patches they update. I'm just not sure if this is going to be the one for me because the roster is just not that different. There hasn't, like I said, there hasn't been any huge changes between 25 and 26 as far as the actual product. It's kind of in the same little space that it was before. I don't feel like any of the characters in the previous game have really gone through any dramatic changes that makes me want the most up-to-date version of them. Most of the characters that I'd be, using would be the legends. Or I'd just be importing and building my own roster from the community creations. I particularly have my eye on the Switch 2 version. I want to see how that comes along. Because I've seen some reviews where it does have like a few issues here and there with the frame rate when you've got like 8 people in the ring at the same time. Or maybe when the flames in an Inferno match are kicking up real high, the frame rate drops. But overall, it looks very solid performance-wise. And that would be really convenient. Yeah, that's a convenient way to play the game. And I bet 2K felt right at home with the variable pricing system that Nintendo has. Here's Mario Tennis for $70 and WWE 2K26 King of Kings Giga Ultra Edition for $150, featuring in-game microtransactions. No refunds, pal. And they know how convoluted their system is too. They have this whole diatribe on their website on WWE2K.com breaking down. So how does it actually work? Please, corporate man, tell me how it works. Oh, Ringside Pass Season 1 will go live March 6th with early access, meaning players won't have to wait until after WrestleMania for the first DLC. We can't wait to reveal contents in the upcoming weeks. Every player will have access to the free track of the Ringside Pass, which features 60 rewards across 40 tiers, and some of those rewards featuring bundles of content. To unlock content, players will collect RXP by simply playing matches across the most game modes, so long as they have an online connection. Wins will grant more RXP, and completing challenges, some repeatable, and others via one-time milestone rewards, also earn RXP for the opportunity to level up even faster. As players progress through each level, unlocked items such as VC, My Faction Packs, MFP, Island Banners, etc. can be claimed while continuing progress through the next level. For those who have purchased the Premium track via the Ringside Premium Pass, players will be able to earn additional content, including the new DLC superstars, Create a superstar parts, island taunts, personas, and more. That means 60 additional rewards for a total of 120 across the free and premium tracks. As players progress through the Ringside Premium Pass, both free and premium tracks will be unlocked at the same time. So if a player has reached level tier 5, they will earn the rewards from both tracks. How many Ringside Passes will there be? Well, there will be a total of 6 Ringside Passes released throughout the year. The roster of the DLC superstars will be revealed in the coming weeks, and as we get closer to the release of each Ringside Pass, we shall share some of the additional rewards across both the free and premium tracks. Okay, see, I think what they mean is that you're going to be 6 of them free and then 6 of them premium. Those are your DLC. You buy the DLC, you're buying like the premium version of the battle pass of that Ringside Pass. So 6 free ones and like 6 of the premium ones. And then it goes on to talk about what happens to older Ringside Passes after a new one is released. Will we lose the opportunity to unlock that content? Short answer is no. You can go back and forth, I guess that's what it says. Here you can switch back and forth if you're not finished with the first one and they start season 2. Then you scroll down. How do we get the new DLC characters? Each premium version of the Ringside Pass will include the new post-launch DLC characters, with the first one unlocking automatically. The rest can be unlocked within the first 20 tiers by earning RXP just for playing the game. Other playable characters such as personas will generally be available from tiers 21 to 40. What about the WWE Legends that have been previously unlocked via the in-game store or automatically unlocked with the Supercharger DLC? The WWE Legends that would typically be added to the in-game store and unlocked via tokens or with the Supercharger have now been added to the free track of Ringside Pass Season 1. Players can still unlock these legends by simply playing the game, earning RXP, and claiming them in the Ringside Pass without any additional purchases, giving more options than ever before to earn RXP. Kind of by default, right? If you've never had RXP before, then obviously there's going to be more options this time than ever before to earn it. Is there a way to unlock everything at once? For those who play through the Ringside Pass Season 1, select WWE Legends are unlocked by earning RXP and completing the first season. The Supercharger pack has been retired. For players who have purchased the premium track, we will provide the ability to purchase tier skips, but those are completely optional. Players can continue to unlock rewards with RXP by playing the game without any additional purchases. And then it just goes on to explain when each Ringside Pass will release, the schedule, and a little bit DLC roster information. There's really not that much here, just And you know what? Like the seasons thing, the battle pass, it actually could have been cool. There was a cool way to do it. But it only works if this is the forever game. That's the thing. It doesn't work as a yearly release. Because they say, oh, your tier, your previous season, it'll never expire. Yeah, it will. When the next game release, that's when it's going to expire, when the next game comes out. But if they had done a game and they were just like, this is WWE forever, I don't know, whatever they want to call it, and they just release it, and it doesn't have a definitive, like it's not a series. You go through, you unlock stuff each season, and it just continues every year with new seasons and new content. Somebody joins the company, they're in the season, and it's just added to the game. But the problem, there's multiple problems with that, but I think the primary one being the licensing, right? Somebody leaves, they don't have the rights to them or their music and stuff anymore. I guess they have to, patch them out. And I think people would be cool with that if they did. I don't know how that would affect them from a business standpoint on like long-term revenue, but I do think people would be cool with it if that was the plan. But it's not, right? At least as far as we know, next year is going to be 2K27. And all the money you spend on this one, especially the money you spend on trying to fast track your way through battle passes, is just gone and it's a waste. Battle passes are always a waste, right? Fortnite shuts down, all your skins are gone, and all that money's gone, and there's nothing you can do about it, no refunds. But you spent the money on the fun you had. Sure. Overwatch, predecessor, whatever, but those are free to play games. And if WWE did something like that, it would be cool. I think people would like it. But we've got WrestleMania coming right around the corner, and it kind of seems like WWE is hurting their relationship with their fan base at the worst possible time. This isn't the only example of that. Just this is one example of that. Anyway, this has been my thoughts on the matter. If you like listening to nerd stuff, wrestling, video games, well, give me a like, give me a subscribe, or just come back and hang out. Or maybe you just need to hear somebody else tell you that you're making the right decision by not wasting your money on stupid stuff. Well, I'm here for you, and I'll see you next time.